Okay. So if you are using Java as a programming language for Selenium, you can use JUnit and TestNG frameworks, which are built in Selenium code. Okay. You don't need to write a special anything, but the features, this is the extra features here added to Selenium code. And these frameworks will help you to get and organize your code in a annotated methods. Annotated method blocks, you can organize the code. That is what these frameworks. Both are unit testing frameworks. Mostly testers will use this TestNG framework. Testers will use this TestNG framework. So TestNG is a next generation testing framework. That's what NG means, next generation testing framework, which is designed to simplify a broad range of testing needs. So from unit testing to integration testing, UAT test cases, end-to-end test cases, all you can write with this TestNG framework. And if you see one side, you can write all the test cases, and you can take the data from outside files like Excel files or CSV files. And then once you run as a TestNG test or TestNG suite, it will generate the reports, it will generate the logs. That's the beauty of this TestNG. Till now, Selenium has a limitation. Selenium doesn't support Windows-based application. That is one limitation. Selenium doesn't automate barcodes, another limitation. Selenium doesn't compare images, another limitation. Selenium doesn't have inbuilt reporting mechanism. Reports are not there. You have to depend on TestNG or extend reports. Okay, so that is the drawbacks with the Selenium. All those drawbacks you can overcome with this frameworks. Now see, it is going to give you nice report to you. How many test cases passed, failed, everything you will get here.
Ramesh, one doubt, Ramesh.
Hmm.
If it is JUnit framework, also we can add our reporting dependencies.
Yeah. You can add. You can add.
Either TestNG or through JUnit, we can start using our reporting dependencies.
Yeah,
Tool.
but problem is in the JUnit you don't have a this kind of friendly thing in the JUnit.
Okay.
So
Correct.
here you will get a nice reports in TestNG.
Uh,
This just gives you a test passed. That's it. But in TestNG you will get a nice report if you're running multiple test cases.
Yeah.
You will get a nice report, and also 3 types of reports it will generate. Emailable report, HTML report, index.html report, all these 3 reports it will generate, and it will be very nice. So that's the advantage with the TestNG. And TestNG has a lot of advantages. See, you have seen in JUnit only few annotations, right? 5 annotations. At that before all, after all. At that before each, after each. At that test method. That's it. And you have assertions. Assertions are there both places. But TestNG provides so many annotations, rich annotations from suite level to your method level. And also extra annotations also it supports. That's why TestNG provides rich annotation support, whereas JUnit has a very limited annotation support. First difference. TestNG generates better HTML reports. JUnit doesn't generate the HTML reports. Second, no difference. TestNG can prioritize the test cases. Test cases means at the rate test. The meaning of at the rate test means it's a test case. even in JUnit or TestNG. So you can prioritize the test case, but you don't have option to prioritize the test case in JUnit. Then how it will run if multiple tests are there? Alphabetical order. In JUnit, the test case will run in alphabetical order. But here you can prioritize which one you want to run first by just using the priority keyword. So at the rate test parenthesis priority equal to, you give lowest one. The lowest one will execute first. That is the beauty of this TestNG framework. So we can skip the test cases using just writing at the rate test enabled equal to false. This is another interview question. How can you skip the test cases in Selenium TestNG? How could you prioritize the test cases? Every point is one interview question here. Okay, so make sure you read them properly and how you can do that, those interview questions. And you can skip the test case in JUnit using @test bracket. No, @test above you have to write @disabled, right? But here you have to write @test enabled equal to false. You have to write, then that test case will skip. We can set a dependency among the test methods. We can set the dependency among the test methods. So @test depends on methods equal to test. So you can set the dependency. This, you don't have this option in JUnit. So prioritization you don't have. Setting the dependency among test methods, you don't have that option. But in TestNG you have. So if one test method depends on another test method, you can just tell that, okay? @test depends on methods test1. That means this method depends on this one. That means first it will go and execute test1. If test1 is successful, then this test method will execute. If test1 fails, this test method will skip. That is the advantage here. You can group the test cases. Even in JUnit also, you can group the test cases with @tag. But here you are going to use @test groups equal to smoke, sanity, regression. You can categorize that. So that is the another grouping mechanism. In TestNG, you will use a groups keyword. In JUnit, you will use @tags keyword. So we can run the test cases parallelly on multiple browsers. We can run the test cases parallel on multiple browsers. I'll show you this. So with the TestNG, also I'll show you with the Java code how you can do with the multi-threading concept. How can we do? I'll show you that. And we can do a data-driven testing using @data provider annotation. Data-driven means you have a option to generate multiple accounts or anywhere with the different sets of data. You want to use that, then you can use a data-driven testing. So that is @data provider annotation. You can use it. So we can supply parameter values from XML file using @parameters annotation. We can use @parameters annotation, and you can supply from XML file to your annotated methods. These are the advantages of a TestNG. So you can install TestNG in the Eclipse, but here you don't need. We already created a Maven project. You don't need that. Already we included in the form.xml TestNG, right? We installed already TestNG. So you can directly use now. That's it, okay? You don't need to do anything. This part you can ignore. So if you want to write annotations, so there are different annotations are there. I'll show you that. So there is a lot of annotations. If you go to google.com, TestNG documentation, TestNG documentation. See, the first one is the TestNG documentation. So this is changed now, and you can find out TestNG documentation annotations. See that at the rate before suit, at the rate after suit, at the rate before test, at the rate after test, at the rate before groups, at the rate after groups, at the rate before class, at the rate after class. So just now we saw this before class and after class in GUnit. There before all, here before class, same. And before method. In GUnit we have a before each, and here before method, after method, there after each. So these are the multiple annotations. So what is mean by before suit? So this annotated method will be run before all the tests in the suit have run. In the particular suit, suit means what? A collection of test cases, right? That's a suit. So suit before, so any test cases are there. Those test cases before, first before suit code will execute for you. You can put whatever you want. Maybe you are setting up the environment. You can write in the before suit, before running your test cases. Setting up your environment, you can put in the before suit. In the after suit, you can clean up that environment. That is how you will organize your code properly with this before suit, after suit. And before test, so after test means, after suit means the annotated method will be run after all the tests in the suit you have completed. So all the tests are over. Finally, what you want to do? Cleaning up the environments, or getting the log, collecting the logs, all such kind of things, generating the reports, such kind of things you can do with the at the rate after suit. Okay, so that is this after suit annotation. Now, let's run this. Understand. Before understanding this, before test, after test, I want to explain testng.xml. So testng.xml means it's a suit file. Testng.xml means it's a suit file. So suit file is nothing but it contains a group of test cases. You can write multiple test case, just an XML file, and you can include all your test cases, which test case you want to run there. So this is your testng.xml suit file format. First, so this is the declaration. Okay. So then suit tag, name equal to suit, verbose equal to 1. These are the attributes, right? So XML is, we can define our own tags. That's what the XML means. So this is the suit tag, attribute value, another attribute value. Test tag, name equal to test name. Classes, inside you have a class tag. Classes inside you have a class tag. Class name equal to class name. So classes tag. Okay. So classes, and so this is the, see, suit tag, test tag inside classes tag, then class tag. So one more test tag. So each test tag, you can write multiple classes. See the classes tag inside, you have a class tag. So this is the test cases, all your test cases. So you can write this is the one kind of test, this is the another kind of test, and each test you can have multiple classes. Again, test tag has a classes tag has a individual class. Individual classes are represented with a class tag. So how to represent these classes? Package dot class name. Package dot class name.
Ramesh,
Yeah.
small dot here. See, there is a suit. Suit is nothing but list of test cases. And test is nothing but, shall I assume, if can I name like sanity or
Yeah.
regression or
Right. Right. Yeah.
something.
Exactly.
Inside that regression, I can give classes. Inside
Right.
the classes, that is a
Exactly.
test case 1, test case 2, class name
Right.
equal to test case 1, test case 2. Again,
Exactly.
like regression, test name equal to regression 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Mm.
That's how we can. So the test means so one again set of classes again. A test means maybe this test you can use running on a particular browser also, right? This you can use for running Chrome browser. Another test you can use for running Edge browser. Another test you can use for running Firefox browser. Multiple browsers also you can run with a test tag or different categories of smoke test case. All smoke tests include in your classes tag inside one by one with the class tag. And you can mention all the regression test suite under this class. You mention all your regression test cases. So that is how we can define these test cases. Okay. So that's a test tag means. Is this clear? Bhavya, Kumar, Harikul.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
yes.
feature you cannot get in other sites, like making the groups.
Groups will come here. Groups also will
Mm.
come. I'll explain. But understanding this is the first
The
suit
suits, right?
tag.
In my point of view, currently suits, right? So, we cannot use this kind of features in other frameworks.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
I
We
want to
don't
run
have.
only smoke test means just I can make in that one suit under particular test. I
Right.
can run, I can get the reports.
Exactly.
Yeah. Uh,
Exactly.
Same
You can
test case
create
can
one
be
suit
added.
file.
Yeah, Ramesh, same test case can be added into the smoke test or
Multiple
same
test.
test case
Yeah,
can be
multiple
added.
test. Yeah,
Mm,
right.
yeah.
Wherever you add, there it will
Mm,
run again.
yes, yes.
So that's that kind of, you can create a multiple testng.xml files,
Mm,
suit files, and which suit file you want to run, you can run it. That's the beauty of this testng.xml.